Welcome to Studs. I'm Mark DiCarlo. It is Fantasy Week, and my fantasy has always been to have my aunt and my godmother, my Aunt Christine, to come on the show and start the show. So if you'll indulge me for one moment, we're going to let her start the show. You feel comfortable? You ready?
Yes.
What shall we do now?
Let's meet the ladies.
Oh, there you go! Thank you. Let's meet the ladies. They're right over here. Oh, now I feel better. Welcome, ladies. Right next to me, 19-year-old model Andrea Freeman. Give her a taste. Next to her, 19-year-old model Chris Harmon. Give her a taste. And way down at the end, Adrienne Bonewald. And guess what? She's a model. That's where the fantasy comes in. 3 models and 2 regular guys. Welcome, ladies. Adrienne, how long have you been a model?
About 2 years now.
What do you model?
I do runway in New York.
Right at JFK there? What kind of guy would you like, Adrienne?
Well, I really don't care what he looks like as far as his face, as long as he's got a hard body and he pampers me a lot.
Chris, what kind of model are you?
Runway print.
Okay, well, I've done that joke, so we'll move on. Will you do a little one-way thing for us? Yeah! I'd like to see all 3 of you, just real quick. Do like the walk and the turn and the walk back. All 3 of you, just walk to the edge of the stage, do that model turn, and then walk back. Ready, go! And boom! Now, where do you learn to do something like that?
Comes natural.
It does. What kind of men do you naturally like?
Darker-haired men who are older, have
How much older? 50, 60?
10 years older.
Andrea, how about you? What kind of guy do you like? Or what kind of model are you?
I'm a high fashion runway print.
What kind of guy would be your high fashion guy, Andrea?
Someone who knows what he wants and knows how to get it. And he's got to be strong but not dominating. Very, very intelligent and romantic.
Oh my God, these guys are gonna be threading a needle, but let's meet them. Darren and John, come on out. Darren, good to meet you. John, good to meet you. Have a seat. Right next to me, 28-year-old mortgage broker Darren Wise. Give him a taste. And next to Darren, 21-year-old psychology student John Stinn. Give John a hand. Welcome, guys. You know the drill. Over has more of these. This is King Stud. The end of the show, you go on a date, we pay for it. Fair enough. Now, are you guys models too?
No.
Well, actually, no.
Darren,
Sir.
when you're talking to a woman on the phone, what kind of voice attracts you?
I like a soft, sensual voice at first, but with a little pep.
All right, well, we asked these ladies what they thought of you on the phone, Darren, and here's what they told us. One woman said, "This smooth-talking man had me swooning for hours." Second woman said, "Geez, I've had more interesting chats with my accountant." And the third woman said, "A few minutes of that sugar-coated voice, and I was craving Darren a la mode."
This smooth-talking man had me swooning for hours. Let's see, Adrienne.
Yes.
There you go, right off the bat. What did he say that was so smooth, Adrienne?
He was just real charming and made me look forward going out with him.
Uh-huh. Were you looking forward to going out with her?
Yeah.
All right, well, you get to go again there. Geez, I had more interesting chats with my accountant or a few minutes of that sugar-coated voice, and I was craving Darren a la mode.
I've had more interesting chats with my accountant, Chris.
2 in a row? Chris, Adrienne thought he was a sparkling conversationalist.
Well, I also work in a law firm, so when I talked to him, I was at work, and I can't necessarily be unbusinesslike. So the whole conversation was very formal and straightforward. What are we going to do? What time? You know, that kind of thing.
All right, well, now we're moving down to you, John. When you're looking at a woman for the first time, what do you notice first, would you say?
I think her skin. Skin's a big thing. I like it to cover the entire body, and...
Sure. It's the biggest organ, you know.
Well, that's why I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we asked the ladies what they noticed about your looks first, John, and here's what they told us. One woman said, "Those hungry tiger eyes brought out the jungle beast in me." Second woman said, "His pearly whites are brighter than 1,000 shooting stars." And the third woman said, "Big hair, tiny body. Oh my God, it's Cousin It."
His pearly whites are brighter than 1,000 shooting stars. Adrienne?
Yes.
There you go. You like a smile?
Well, actually, he came to my door, and he wasn't supposed to. He was supposed to stay downstairs. And so when I opened the door, I was just shocked to see him there. And he just kind of smiled, and it kind of lightened the situation of him not listening to my directions.
What'd she tell you? You got to her house.
Well, she said, ring the bell, and I assumed that meant let me in, and the gate was open, and I'm rebellious by nature.
You are?
Oh, yeah. So I just went right up to the door. That's how crazy I am.
Hungry Tiger Eyes brought out the Jungle Beast in me, or big hair, tiny body. Oh my God, it's Cousin It.
Big hair, tiny body. Oh my God, it's Cousin It. I'll say, Chris? Thank you.
All I could see when I opened the door was hair. That's all I could see.
Were you not facing the doorway? Go do it.
I'm not gonna
Just go like that.
I can't.
Come on. Go on. Just go like that. No, leave it down. Leave it down. Yeah, it is Cousin It. Come on back. We're gonna find out more about our studs and our 3 modelable studettes on Fantasy Week. Welcome back to Fantasy Week. 2 guys, they wanted to date 3 models, and they have. Now, Darren, if you could change one thing about the way you look, what would it be?
I wish I was taller. I play a lot of basketball, and I like to slam dunk, and I can't do it.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11". I'd like to be about 6'3".
Sure, but then slamming is easy.
Yeah.
It's more of
Yeah,
a challenge.
be more
if you-
fun.
Yeah, all right. Well, we asked these ladies what they noticed about your looks. If they would change anything or what they liked. And here's what they told us, Darren. One woman said, his sly little smile had me thinking nasty thoughts. And the second woman said, hey, buddy, put that tongue away before you poke somebody's eye out. Don't run around the pool. And the third woman said, this hunk's so hot, my knocker's still steaming.
This sly little smile had me thinking nasty thoughts. Chris?
There you go. Where did you go?
We went to dinner, a very nice place, sat by the fire, it was very romantic.
Yeah, because it gets so cold here in L.A.
Actually, it was pouring down rain that night.
All right, well.
And we went across the street, and of course, by the time we got to the top, to the street where we ate, I was drenched with water, and finally he offered his coat for me.
After you were inside.
After I was totally soaked. And then we went across the street to a comedy store. We had a really good time.
All right. Hey, buddy, put that tongue away before you poke somebody's eye out. Or, this hunk's so hot, my knocker's still steaming.
This hunk's so hot, my knocker's still steaming. Andrea.
Yes.
There you go. What does that mean?
I have a confession to make. I was spying on him.
You were what?
I was spying on him because
How?
I have on my TV. I can see the camera downstairs.
Oh, I have that channel, too. I like that channel.
So I saw the back of his head. And okay, he has short hair. Okay, so then he comes up and I look through my knocker, through the peephole, and I see him and I said, oh, this guy's good looking. So
Well, that's just because of the lens.
yeah, probably.
Uh-huh. So what'd you do once you went on the date with him?
Oh, we went to a really nice restaurant on a lake, and it was raining, but that was really nice. And then we went to karaoke night.
All right. John,
Yeah.
you make the first date really special? Do you try to do that?
I'm usually kind of hesitant. But if I'm going to make it special,
You're hesitant to make it special.
yeah, because there's only a few ways I know how to make it special. Getting
Yeah.
tattoos and proposing. And
Not a lot of room for
Right,
play
so
in that, yeah.
it's kind of a black and white.
I see. All right, well, we asked them if they had any lasting memories, regardless, John, and here's what they told us. One woman said, nothing turns me on more than a man in women's clothing. Second lady said, 20 minutes of heavy breathing, and he was too pooped to pop. And the third woman said, I could have spent the whole night flicking his pretty nipple.
Nothing turns me on more than a man in women's clothing, and isn't that true for all of us?
Sure.
Was that Andrea?
Yes.
There you go. What do you mean, Andrea?
We went thrift store shopping, and he couldn't find anything to wear in the men's section. So he went to the women's section and wore these pink bell bottoms with silver over them.
God, don't you hate the bell bottoms are coming back?
It was so funny. And then we went, and I was wearing the 60s bathing suit. And we went walking down the boardwalk in Venice looking like freaks, but it was really fun. It was freezing.
Like people are going to notice in Venice.
No,
Why are you wearing bell bottoms, John?
I'm not responsible. I'm just following fashion. I'm a slave.
Women's bell bottoms.
Oh, yeah.
To boot, yeah.
J. Edgar Hoover
they were the
loved
best.
those.
They look good on me. I thought.
He was a bell-bottom and like a tube top guy, I think. 20 minutes of heavy breathing and he was too pooped to pop, or I could have spent the whole night flicking his pretty nipple.
I could have spent the whole night flicking his pretty nipple. Adrian?
Yes.
There you go! Adrian, we're getting
It's perfectly innocent.
kind of a weird picture. First, one, he's walking down the street in women's clothing, and now you're messing with his body. What's going on here?
Well, I made a comment that his earrings matched. He had two hoops in each ear, and he said that he had one more. And so I begged to see it, and it was on his nipple. And so when he showed it to me, I flicked it.
Mark, show him yours.
You got one? Do you have it on now?
Never leave home without it, Mark.
Oh, I gotta see it. Come on.
You think it's appropriate?
Huh?
You think it's appropriate?
What is it, a keychain? Just show us. Did it hurt? What happens when you're cold?
What do you think? Only physically. It sticks out.
Does it rust if you go swimming?
It's a fun time, though. You know, you walk around and it's
You
kind
need
of...
a pocket watch for it, I think.
It's routine. If you walk around with your shirt off, people will pass, grit, grab themselves, and then about 10 feet later, you're ow.
Yeah.
Just like a chorus, ow.
Darren, you like to make the first romantic move? You don't have any nipple rings on, do you?
No.
All right, good. You like to make the first move, or you let the woman do that, or flip
I
a
like
coin?
to let the woman do it. Unless I can tell that she wants me to do it, then I'll go ahead and do it.
Well, but if you can tell that she wants you to do it, then she's technically making her move already.
Then, yeah.
So you basically wait for
Let
the
her do it.
All right, well, we asked the ladies about your romantic moves, if you did anything, Darren. Here's what they told us. One woman said it was soft and sweet and oh so satisfying. Sounds like a Snickers. Second lady said that mouth is hotter than Georgia asphalt in the summertime. And the third woman said it was a 2-hour lip-smacking, body-locking festival of flesh.
It was a 2-hour lip-smacking, body-locking festival of flesh. Andrea.
Yes.
There you go. Andrea.
He, after karaoke night, we went back to my place, and it was about 2:40, I would say. And to be exact.
Yeah.
And he stayed until 5 a.m. But we just kissed, that's all.
That's all you did, just kiss him.
Yes.
And then you just sent him on his way at 5 in the morning.
Yes.
Fun date?
Oh, yeah.
Who made the first move, you or him?
Couldn't remember.
Who was it, Darren?
I think it was me.
What'd you do?
Just put my arm around her.
Smooth. I like it. Soft and sweet, no so satisfying, or that mouth is hotter than Georgia asphalt in the summertime.
It was soft and sweet and oh so satisfying. Adrian.
Nope.
You're a Georgia asphalt woman, Adrian?
Georgia asphalt in the summertime, nothing's hotter.
Yeah. Explain. Well, what'd you do?
Actually, the night ended very subtly. He gave me a kiss on the cheek.
And that's hotter than Georgia asphalt?
Well, you know, you don't have to like go by the actions. You can just go by the chemistry. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Sounds more like a Yukon sidewalk to me, Darren. Why didn't you kiss her right on the lips thing?
I tried. She turned.
Ow! How come?
I was always taught not to kiss on the first date.
So you never do?
No,
Ever?
ever.
Never kissed a guy on the lips on the first date, ever?
Nope.
Ever?
No, not on the first date. But you can bypass that.
How?
You just don't have to kiss on the lips.
John? How do you put romantic moves on a woman? What's your secret?
I have far too much respect for women to put moves on them.
Sure.
It's usually a mutual thing.
Well, we asked the ladies if you fueled their romantic fires, John, and here's what they told us. One woman said, his lips struck a chord and my body was humming for hours. Second lady said, no kiss, no hug, no way. And the third woman said, I grabbed hold of his head and took what I wanted. Go ahead, John.
No kiss, no hug, no way. That was Chris.
Oh, there you go. That was a good guess because we already know it could have been Adrian, according to her rule. Why'd you say that?
Well, we were both, I think both of us stayed out really late the night before, so we were both really tired.
What were you
and
doing the night before?
just out having a good time.
Okay.
partying. So it was like a long day. It was really tiring. We did some strategic activity that was very tiring. And so by that time, we were just kind of like, you know,
I'm
thank
supposed
you.
to
I
just
had a good
let
time.
that go.
I had a really good time. A really
I'm
good
supposed
time.
to just go, oh, okay. What strategic activity that was really tiring?
We went hiking up this cliff.
So how'd the date end? No kiss, no hug. Was it no fun?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. We were both just really tired, and it was
Too
just kind
tired
of
to
a
kiss him.
thank you. And
You were too tired to kiss him.
yes.
Are you tired now?
No.
Are you tired now, John?
Mark, this is all going way too fast.
All right, well, we won't go any. I guess he's tired. I don't know what to tell you. His lips struck a chord and my body was humming for hours, or I grabbed hold of his head and took what I wanted.
I grabbed hold of his head and took what I wanted. Adrian?
That was me.
There you go. What'd you want, Adrian?
I'd given him a hug, and I kind of put my hand behind his neck to pull him down towards me so we could have a closer hug than because he was trying to like really respect me and just kind of like keep his distance. So.
But you didn't kiss him.
No, I didn't kiss him.
Those are the rules. Come on back. We'll find out which one of these guys sleeps with a teddy bear. Don't go away. All right. We got a picture stool going here. Darren's got 5. John's got 6. Ladies, remember before the show you gave us some descriptions of these guys. Let's see if they know who you guys are talking about. We'll start with you, Darren. Who's most likely to sing a woman a lullaby, Durwood, you or John?
Me.
He says him. Ladies,
Darren.
there you go. Why, Andrea?
Because he did. He sang, he went to karaoke night and he sang with his brother.
John, who's most likely to sleep with a teddy bear, you or Darren?
Me.
He says him. Ladies,
John.
there you go. Why'd you say that, Chris?
Well, because he doesn't ever seem to care about what people think, and he's away at school and probably misses his parents.
Darren, who's most likely to buy styling mousse by the truckload?
I'd have to say John.
You have to say John, ladies.
John.
His hair is very long. He will do a lot. Why, Andrea?
Because we were sitting in my living room talking, and I was depressed because they just cut 10 inches off my hair, and looking at his hair is so beautiful. And so he's like stroking his hands through it and picking at it and looking at it. It was
Kind of like monkeys in the zoo. John, who's most likely to drive like a maniac, you or Darren?
I'd say me.
He says him. Ladies,
Darren.
why, Adrian?
He has this red sports car, and he just whips in and out of traffic and likes to give us all a heart attack.
Really? Do women like to be driven around like that, Darren?
No, I just have no patience. So I
Really?
just-
Darren, who's most likely to have sex in the snow?
Me.
He says him. Ladies,
John.
why, Chris?
Well, because he's kind of an outdoorsy kind of guy, so kind of the hippie age.
John, who's most likely to have an affair with a married woman, you or Darren?
I'm gonna say Darren.
Yeah? He says Darren.
personal.
Darren, ladies.
Darren.
There you go. Why would you think that,
Well, he squints all the time, and you can never trust anyone who squints all the time. You can't see into their eyes.
Adrian? Would you ever have an affair with a married woman?
No.
Have you ever?
No.
Darren, look me in the eyes and tell me that.
No. No, I haven't.
Darren.
Yes, I've had one.
All right, Darren, come on back. And we'll find out who is the bigger stud. Don't go away. Hey, welcome back. It's Fantasy Week. 2 guys, 3 models, loads of fun. How many hearts you got there, Darren?
I got 7.
And John?
I think I have 8.
Ooh, 1 off the track. All right, we're going to start with you, Darren, then. Tell me who you'd like to go out with. If she picks you, guess what? You get to go, and we'll pay for it, unless he hooks up.
I didn't pick Andrea. We had a great time. I just didn't pick her. We had a lot of fun, though.
Okay.
I didn't pick Chris. Again, we had a good time also. We had fun. But I got to go to that second date. I picked Adrian.
There you go. All right. If she picks you, where are you going to go, Darren?
Go to Acapulco and hang out on the beach.
Ah, very nice. All right. John, you're in the driver's seat, man. You're leading.
Well, I didn't pick Chris because we had a good time, but just different worlds.
Sure.
And I didn't pick Andrea. No good reason. We had a really good time. I picked Adrian because.
Why?
I'm probably shooting way out of my league, but for a few hours, I felt pretty special.
Hey, you can't come up with a better reason than that. If she picks you, where are you going to go?
I figure we'll start a spiritual quest together and go trekking in Nepal.
Andrea, did you have fun?
I did.
Well, I'm glad you brought your model self down here to be with us today. I hope you had a good time. Would you show us who you picked before you run away? Oh, Darren. Did you have fun here, Chris?
Yes, had a really good time.
Would you show us who you picked? Adrian, if this is us, we are here, and you are this. You pick him, you're going to Acapulco. If you pick John, you're going to Nepal. What's it going to be? There it is! Acapulco! Go give her a kiss. There you go. Everybody, thanks for watching Studs on Fantasy Week. See you next time.
Check it out. A promotional fee has been paid by the following. Paul Mitchell. You may have seen our name in other outlets. Don't be confused. Paul Mitchell Salon Hair Care, available only in fine salons. Sundance brings you sparkling water, real fruit juice, and less than 10 calories per serving in Sundance Light. Real taste, real refreshment, real life. Load Hugger cargo nets expand to hold groceries, tools, sporting, and camping gear securely in place and are easy to install. No tools required. Load Hugger cargo nets.